singular thing that I think will allow me to create a lot of success in my life. Look, I think patience is real. If you guys just sat for 5 minutes right now you guys are at the top of the game, and everybody's like, oh, you guys put in work, you had to be patient, you ate a lot. No matter what, whether it was handed to you, you're only as good as your last at bat. You know what I mean? Like, you're at the top one day and then you're not, right? Like, you're the biggest comedian in the world and then you have 3 movies that blow and nobody gives a shit anymore. I guess this is what I'm pushing for. You do you. I'm not judging. Who the hell am I to judge? Here's what I'm saying. You get one life. You've got real, like, this is America. And by the way, I'm not naive to like females, race, things like that. It's harder, but if there's anybody on earth that looks like you, that's made it, that means you can too. I think we're living in a time where that's like up here, right? And you're right, like big things up here, but like the practicality of making $5,000 to $50,000 more by understanding what Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube do, that's real. That's right. For 10,000 people that are listening right now. To make 10 million, to make 50 million, I'm trying to buy the New York Jets. Is that for everybody? No. That's because I got gifted.
When you're trying to become successful, one of the biggest keys is going to be self-confidence. And you need to make sure that you constantly believe in yourself with every single thing that you do, no matter how hard or how difficult it appears. You need to make sure that you believe in yourself and know that you are capable of so much more than other people believe, because you know who you truly are and you know what you want, and you should have the mentality of not knowing how far you can go, because the sky is the limit. You can go all the way if you truly want to, because you need to put just enough time and energy and dedication into whatever it is that you truly want to be successful in, and go all in. You need to make sure that you fully commit, because if you don't fully commit, then you're going to stop believing in yourself and you're going to wonder why you didn't fully commit. So you need to make sure that you go all in on whatever it is that you truly love and you genuinely want to be successful in. It's going to be challenging, no doubt about it, but as long as you believe in yourself and you have that self-confidence in knowing that you can do anything you want, as long as you decide to put your mind to it and figure out a way to make it happen and put all your energy and all your effort into that one task, you will make it happen. And you have to believe that. No questions asked. You can fail, and that's all right. You probably will, but make sure that you never ever give up.
I think it was around the time I turned 30 that I understood that understanding people and consumer behavior was something that I had, and that there was a way to deploy it against something besides selling more wine, right? And so I'm not comfortable with the word genius, Steph, but this singular thing that I think will allow me to create a lot of success in my life is predicated on emotional intelligence, and I started to understand it a little bit more in my early 30s. I think that we're living through a period of time right now between Shark Tank, between The Social Network, the movie, that people are confused and think that it's just so easy to build a business where you make $1 million a year. The top 1% earners in America make $400,000 a year. We are not grounded in any level of practicality right now of what it takes to be the top 1% executor in America. You make $400,000 a year pre-tax. Like everybody, I look at Instagram all day long and there's people just spewing how easy it is to become a millionaire if you just sign up for my 3-course thing, or how, it's just unbelievable, the lack of practicality. One of the reasons I like producing the content that I'm producing now is it's becoming very clear to people that it takes an enormous amount of work to be successful, on top of which you actually have to have talent. Being good enough to run a business or be an entrepreneur that has a successful business is a talent. The American culture is soft, and that's a great thing. That means there's been enormous amounts of prosperity, but let's not be naive. People literally complain when somebody gives them the wrong amount of extra cream in a Starbucks $6 coffee. We've gotten to a place where we complain, out of all those lovely things you said, as I stood there getting ready to come, the part that, and I'm glad you pick up on this, and not a lot of people have said it before, so thank you. My lack of interest in complaining is so high, and when I watch what people complain about, it breaks my heart because they completely lack perspective. And I genuinely believe my happiness and optimism comes from my perspective. Even in political unrest times like right now, a lot of people are very bent out of shape, but the reality is that it's just never been better to be a human being. That's just the truth. That's just data. That's reality. And it's just a very fun time to be alive. So much going on. The internet is starting to hit maturity. Look what we're doing right now. I am not interested in judging people's hustle. I'm interested in telling people how I've accomplished what I've accomplished, which is I don't think I'm that talented. I do think I've outworked people. I think that's real. I also think it's controllable. And I think anybody who's watching right now, they may not be the most talented entrepreneur or salesman, an amazing craft of content, but if they outwork somebody, that is a variable that feels in control. Somebody wants to start a YouTube show, if they do it 365 days a year versus somebody that does it 137 days a year, and they're equally as talented, the person that does it 365 is gonna win. I mean, that's just the truth. And it's the only practical advice that I think I can give. Go get more talent. I can't say that, but work harder and go to less happy hours and don't watch, entire seasons of House of Cards. Yeah, that feels real. And so, to me, I think it's amazing to take the whole month of August off in Europe. I think that's amazing work-life balance, and for many people, that's the right advice. If you complain about what you want professionally, well, there's a way to fix it. If you're content and you make 55,000 euros a year and you have all of August off and you're part of the dart team and you spend tons of time with your kids and you're content and you do not complain, well, then you're a hero to me.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.